Yesterday, we finished up our reflection on the story of the Tower of Babel, looking at how sinister pride is, how it sneaks up on us. Today, we turn our attention to the end of chapter 11. Let me read that for you. This is the account of Terah's family line. Terah became the father of Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Haran became the father of Lot. While his father Terah was still alive, Haran died in Ur of the Chaldeans in the land of his birth. Abram and Nahor both married. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah. She was the daughter of Haran, the father of both Milcah and Iscah. Now, Sarai was childless because she was not able to conceive. Terah took his son Abram, his grandson Lot, son of Haran, and his daughter-in-law Sarai, the wife of his son Abram, and together they set out for Ur of the Chaldeans to go to Canaan. But when they came to Haran, they settled there. Terah lived 205 years and died in Haran. So, just before this passage, there is another genealogy, which is a fitting way to sort of transition from the end of universal history into into the next big section, which is going to be basically most of the rest of the Bible. And what we're going to see is we come now with Abraham to God's chosen people. So we sort of are going from universal history down to one family that we're going to follow, and as then they go forward and grow. So we started in the Garden of Eden. We go out from there. We see these big themes, right? You've got this now. We got creation. We've got fall. We've got the promise. With Genesis chapter 12, we now turn our focus on one family that is going to be the conduit through which the promise of God is going to be fulfilled. We're going to be looking at the descendants of Abraham through his son Isaac. These are the Jews, God's chosen people, the people of the covenant, the people through which God is going to enact his plan. And from Genesis chapter 12 all the way through about the middle, the first third of the book of Acts, it's going to be a Jewish story, pretty exclusively. And once we get to Acts chapter 10, it's not much less Jewish, because it's still going to be pretty profoundly Jewish. But in Acts chapter 10, you're going to have Cornelius, and you're going to have the introduction of the God-fearers, and a lot more focus on the Gentiles. And you see the gospel is the disciples are going to have to reckon with this, because they're a little scandalized by the idea that Jesus' sacrifices for Gentiles as well, but they will be persuaded of that. And of course, then we're going to get Apostle Paul and him being the apostle to the Gentiles. So what I want you to understand is if you go to a play to watch the Bible enacted, it probably gives you Genesis 1 through 11, which we've been focused on, as in your booklet that you read beforehand. The curtain rises not on Genesis 1, it rises on Genesis chapter 12, and you're going to follow the fulfillment of God's promises made in Genesis chapter 3 through Abraham and his descendants. So we have a couple more things that we'll look at as we wrap up this focus on the first 11 chapters of Genesis. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.